Okay, so your big remote exam is coming up. And while you've totally got the knowledge down, I know the whole tech and setup part can feel, well, a little stressful. But don't you worry. In this guide, we're going to walk you through absolutely everything you need step by step so you can walk into exam day feeling totally confident and ready to crush it. Let's get started. So here's our game plan for today. We'll start with the most important thing, the dates. Then we'll get your tech kit sorted out. After that, we're going to talk about setting up your space for success, go over the big rules for exam day, and even put together an emergency action plan. By the end of this, you'll be all set. Let's dive in. All right, first things first, and this is a big one. Let's lock in those dates. Go ahead and pull out your phone or your calendar because you are not going to want to miss these two. We've got two huge dates for you. First up, January 31st is the mandatory mock exam. Seriously, think of this as a dress rehearsal. It's a completely no-pressure way to test out your tech, your setup, and just get comfortable with the whole process. Then, of course, the main event, February 7th, 2026. That's the actual examination day. And on that big day, you need to be on the Zoom call at least 30 minutes before the official start time. This part is non-negotiable. It gives the proctor plenty of time to verify your ID and do the room check, so set an alarm, do what you gotta do, but do not be late for this. All right, next up, let's talk about your tech kit. Having the right gear ready to go will make everything run so much more smoothly, and it lets you focus on what really matters, which is, the actual questions. Here's a super simple checklist for your gear. You're gonna need your main laptop for the exam itself. Then you'll need a smartphone or a tablet that will be used for Zoom monitoring. You'll need a stable internet connection. Try to aim for at least 5 megabits per second. And last but not least, power cords for both of your devices. The last thing you want is a dead battery in the middle of your exam. And here is a massive, super important tech rule to remember. One screen only. You can only use your laptop screen. That means dual monitor setups or any kind of external screen are strictly not allowed. This is to keep the testing environment fair for everyone. Just a couple more pro tips for your tech. For browsers, it's best to stick with Google Chrome or Safari. They tend to have the best compatibility. And here's a really smart move. Have a mobile hotspot ready to go, just in case. If your Wi-Fi decides to take a vacation, you can just switch over without missing a beat. Okay, your tech is sorted. Now, let's talk about your physical space. Creating the right environment is honestly just as important as having the right gear. Let's build your success zone. There are 4 really simple rules for your exam room. First, it needs to be private and quiet, so maybe give your family or your roommates a little heads up. Second, you have to be completely alone in the room. Third, make sure the lighting is good so the proctor can see you clearly. And finally, absolutely no virtual backgrounds on Zoom. They need to be able to see your actual room. Which brings us to the clear desk policy. It's pretty much what it sounds like. Your desk should be completely clear of everything except your laptop, maybe a mouse, and any other items they've specifically permitted. That means no books, no notes, no extra phones. A clean space helps you focus and, again, keeps everything fair. Now, let's get into the Zoom monitoring setup. Before the exam officially begins, you're going to need to do a quick 360-degree scan of your room using your phone. This is just so the proctor can see your space is clear and that you're all good to go. It's a really simple 3-step process. First, you'll perform that room scan when the proctor asks you to. Second, you'll place your phone about 1.5 to 2 meters away, either to your side or just behind you. And third, before you settle in, just double-check your camera view to make sure it can see your hands, your head, and your computer screen, all in one shot. Okay, this is one of those small details that's actually super important. Your Zoom display name. Please make sure it is formatted exactly like this. Your student ID, then an underscore, and then your full name. This is how the proctors can easily and correctly identify you. As for your audio settings, keep it simple. Speakers on, microphone muted. You absolutely need to be able to hear any instructions from the proctor, but they don't need to hear every little sound from your room unless they specifically ask you to unmute. Okay, we've got the tech and the space all sorted. Let's move on to the rules for exam day itself. Remember, these are all in place to keep things fair and to protect the value of all your hard work. If you remember only one rule from this whole thing, please let it be this one. The golden rule: you must keep the exam in full screen mode at all times. Do not minimize it, Don't try to resize the window, and definitely don't switch to other windows or browser tabs. This is a really big deal. And just to be crystal clear, here are a few other things that are strictly off limits. Opening any other browser tabs or applications, using any AI tools to generate answers, communicating with anyone at all, except for the proctor, of course, and having any other mobile devices powered on nearby. It's just you, your computer, and the exam. And hey, here's a little pro tip just for your own comfort. Plan your bathroom breaks before the exam officially begins. Generally, they aren't permitted once the session is underway, so make sure you take care of that beforehand. All right, we're in the final section. Look, hopefully everything goes perfectly smoothly, but it is always smart to have a backup plan. So let's talk about what to do if you hit a technical snag. Knowing this should give you some major peace of mind. If your internet connection drops, the first thing to do is don't panic. You have a 3-minute window to reconnect and get back on that Zoom call. If for whatever reason you can't get back in within that time, you need to contact the proctoring team immediately. Okay, this is a slide you will definitely want to take a screenshot of. Go ahead, pull out your phone right now, find your country, and have this emergency contact info saved and ready to go, just in case. This is your lifeline if you get disconnected for more than those 3 minutes.
And we have to mention this because it is really important. Not following these guidelines can lead to some pretty serious consequences, including disqualification. But hey, now you know exactly what to do and what not to do. You're all set to make sure that doesn't happen.
And that is it. You've got the plan, you know all the rules, and you're totally ready for a smooth and successful exam day. All the logistics are handled, so now you can just relax and focus on what you came to do. Show them what you know. You've got this. Good luck.